Hello and welcome to Forever Rugby on Forever Sports. It's going to culminate into the last four coming up very shortly, obviously, starting with Argentina up against Ireland. And then, of course, Australia shattering the hearts of every single South African fan, winning that quarterfinal to put them in a position up against Fiji in these two games. So, four left in the cup final, and it's going to be, unfortunately, this time around, not South Africa that will be contending in that final. They were looking to, of course, break that 8-year drought in Cape Town. But whatever's in the water in Cape Town doesn't seem to be working for the Blitz box. But nonetheless, folks, if you do know of anybody who's into the quick, fast pace of the Sevens game, do go on to Forever Sports. The links are there. Share it with your friends and family, of course. The first semi-final coming up, Argentina versus Ireland, and as we mentioned, Fiji against Australia. Who will go on and win the Cape Town leg of this World Series? This, of course, the second leg of the World Series. South Africa winning in Dubai, but the champions of Dubai will not be challenging for the title here in Cape Town. So, as a South African fan, I'm sure there is disappointment roaming around this Sunday afternoon. But nonetheless, still exciting rugby up ahead. Of course, we have the 15-a-side Champions Cup later on today. It's going to be Leinster, or should I say Leicester, hosting the Stormers. And then we have, of course, Racing 92 up against Harlequins as well later on today. So a lot of rugby on Forever Sports live for every single game. Remember, of course, that you can make an account on BOYLESPORTS, put a minimum down of 20 Rand, and stand a chance if you bet on that, on any rugby game, should I say, with that minimum 20 Rand bet, stand a chance to win tickets to the URC game when the Stormers host the Bulls at the DHL Stadium in Cape Town, and that's on the 23rd of December. So an opportunity to win there, guys, of course, if you're feeling lucky. But all attention now to the Men's Cup draw for the Final Four, and Argentina last weekend made it all the way to the final. And that was on that occasion that the Blitz box broke their hearts. They still in it, the Blitz box out. Can Argentina this time around correct their error of losing in that final, should I say? But they've got to get past a very, very dominant Ireland team, it must be said, this weekend in Cape Town. Ireland, of course, defeating the All Blacks in that quarterfinal earlier on today. So a slight upset, one could call it. Ireland, of course, looking pure class, but Argentina nonetheless showing the consistency in being in another semi-final. The sides are running out onto the field, so it's going to be a very exciting clash here. I think one for the ages. We know that the bounce of the ball can definitely impact a certain play. Which will it be? Will it be Ireland or will it be Los Pumas, Argentina? For Ireland, I'm sure it will be absolutely sensational for them to get to the final. But you have to be on song for those 14 minutes. Remember, we said it's 7 minutes aside, and you have to stay focused. You have to try and keep possession. And if you don't have possession, you have to be intense on defense. Ireland will be kicking off from right to left in this first semi-final, folks. Take your seat. We're just about underway. Ireland from right to left. Get us underway here in Cape Town. It's a contestable kick there, and Ireland do, in fact, get the ball back. Precious, precious possession. If you can gather the ball or get possession from any restart or kickoff, and Ireland have done just that. Gone back a few meters now, but still in possession, Ireland. Lovely little move away there. Argentina's defense just having a little bit of a lapse in concentration. And Ireland under the sticks 5 meters out. They just need to get the ball away. But he's passed it into the hands of an Argentinian player. And he's away. down this right-hand touchline. Has he got support? Up to the halfway go, Argentina. So a slightly loose pass there from Ireland on the cusp of the try line. And Argentina now come away with it. From right to left they go. Coast to coast. Argentina up to Ireland's 22. Playing from left to right now. The ball doing the work. There's space. And there's a try. Argentina, would you believe it? Open up the scoring here in this first semi-final. And it's Santiago Mori who gets underneath the post for the try. The first try for Argentina. Staring down the barrel for a moment there, Argentina. But one of the island's attacking players passing it straight into an Argentinian defender. And up and away they were. Try time. 5-0 with the conversion. Make that 7. And Argentina take the early lead here by 7 points to 0. Just about 5 minutes to play, folks. So all over in the blink of an eye. And for the Argentinian supporters, you can see exactly what it means to them. Up on their feet. Excited as ever. The restart. Pretty accurate. Ireland going up for the ball there. It's rolled into touch on this left-hand side, though. Argentina will have the feed. It must have touched an Ireland hand. So possession back to Argentina. Inside Ireland's 10-meter mark. We have a line-out set play. Argentina to feed. Pellandini with the line-out throw. It's safe. And here come Argentina, centre field to this right-hand touchline. Into the 22 again. Are they going to make Ireland pay here by scoring another try? Yes, in fact they are. Try number 2 for Argentina. Pulling clear by 2 scores. And it's a brace for Santiago Mori. And Argentina showing class here in this first Cup semi-final in Cape Town. Not enough defenders to go around. And Argentina looking synchronized on attack, running from deep, keeping their shape. And Santiago Mori scores. The conversion, however, unsuccessful. And that is 12 points to 0, folks. Just about 2 scores clear, Argentina. Ireland desperate to get some possession with 3 minutes to play in this first half. But it's all action in this first Cup semi-final. Who will be the first team to stamp their mark and put themselves in the final to challenge for that gold here in Cape Town? Ireland get the ball from the deep restart in possession now. I'm sure they're grateful, but you've got to do something with it. And for the moment, Ireland going route 1. Argentina ever present on defence, forcing Ireland from their 22 to play from deep on this right-hand touchline. It's a missed tackle. Conway trying to break clear. We know he has jet feet. But shut down there. Ireland, though, still in possession. It's shifted now to this left-hand side. And for the moment, the Argentinian defence shepherding Ireland pretty successfully, but the ball is shifted wide, and here comes that man, Conway. He's got the jet shoes, as we mentioned. He'll go all the way. Nobody will stop him. It's Jordan Conway. Try time for Ireland. Jordan Conway scores the try. And Ireland do strike back with a try of their own. We mentioned Jordan Conway has got jet shoes. A little shimmy, a little fend down this right-hand side. And all of 60 metres. The defender looking on in shame. But Jordan Conway going all the way and scoring, opening the account for Ireland. The conversion is sailing and just wide, so the score remains at 12-5 with just over a minute to play. Ireland most certainly in the money here if they just stay or don't go more than 2 scores clear, or allow the opposition to go 2 scores clear. And for the moment, it's only 1 score. It all can happen still here. We've got a whole second half, folks. The restart from Ireland, straight down the center, is gathered by Argentina. They're still inside their own half, going up to their own 10-meter mark now. Argentina, lovely hands there. Bumping away defenders, fending them away, swatting them away, and they're up to Ireland's 22. Is there another moment here for Argentina just before half-time? And yes, it is. It's try time. Under the sticks. You can't allow too many missed tackles there. And it's Argentina. Ozatsuk who scores a try. Matthias Ozatsuk finishes it off. But it was the fend, the step just before that. The lovely vision to offload into space. And Argentina get their 2 scores clear back now with the conversion here. 17 points to 5. Make that 19. And it's half time here in Cape Town, folks. Argentina up by 3 scores to 1. 2 out of 3 conversions. Ireland with a try, unfortunately not converted. So the Irish have it all to do, but for the moment, it seems if you've got possession of the ball, that is crucial because you have the opportunity to put points on the board, and points on the board is exactly what Argentina have done up to now. So we look forward to that second half. The conditions here in Cape Town, of course, look spectacular for running rugby. I'm sure the crowd are quite disappointed in the blitz box. Unfortunately, they must have come out in their numbers, but still, good rugby. We've got the likes of Fiji and Australia up next in that second Cup semi-final. For the moment, Argentina have 1 foot in the final, up by 19 points to 5. Remember the halftime break, only at 2 minutes in the 7-man game. 2 minutes as well for a yellow card. So if a player is lost due to foul play for that matter, or repeated infringements, and you get a yellow card, remember it's 2 minutes you'll spend in the sin bin, which puts your team down to 6 players. And we know with 7 on the field, there's so much space. No team would want to afford to lose a player to the sin bin and go down to 6. But it's Argentina all clear here for the moment, playing from right to left. We're almost underway. For the second half here, Ireland will have to score first, not allow Argentina any more headway in this game. And just as I say that, it's a knock-on in Argentina from the restart in the second half are playing under advantage, and they're away up to the 22. Ireland seem to be laying off a few tackles, more than they'd like. And the referee calls a penalty for the attacking team. Kennedy there not rolling away, not making a clear attempt according to the referee, and Argentina will have an opportunity here deep inside the Argentinian half to set the record straight and say we don't only want 1 foot in the final, we'll put 2. And if they score again, we know in the sevens game anything can happen. But Argentina would then look to slow it down. But what do we have? 3-on-3 scum, Argentina. From left to right, and then they come blind again. Muscling their way up to the try line. Still in possession. Lovely ball presentation here. Is there space down this right-hand touchline? They've gone wide. For the moment, resolute defence from Ireland. They don't want to concede again, but it's shifted now again, straightened up, and it's try time. Step off the left foot there from the Argentinian attacking player. And that is try number 4. Santiago Alvarez goes in just about under the post. And it's desperate times now for Ireland because everything is eating away at the clock here in this first Cup semi-final in Cape Town. But it's Santiago Alvarez just straightening the line, breaking the defense and going underneath the post. And the Los Pumas fans are ecstatic. The conversion is successful. Make that 26 points to 5. And Ireland most certainly have it all to do here. Argentina with the restart. They look to go for another contestable kick. And they seem to be pretty effective at it. But Ireland somehow do come away with it. But in the process of that restart, Argentina get the scrum because it was knocked on in the air there from Ireland. Couple of the Irish players there just having a chat with the assistant referee as well as the referee to say, are you sure about that? But the call's been made. It's a scrum time. Position here for Argentina, just about on the 10-meter mark, on this 5-meter mark of the right-hand touchline, inside Irish territory. 3-on-3 scrum gives us 4-on-4 attack versus defense. Perfect platform here for Argentina. For Ireland, they need to find a way to get their hands on the ball. It's a little bit scrappy there. And in the process, Ireland do get their hands back on the ball. A slight fumble from Argentina. Can Ireland play from deep here, get down the other end of the field and score a try? Let's make a game of it, they say. Surely. They're in possession now. Still on this right-hand touchline, on their own 10-meter mark. Ireland trailing by 5 points to 26. Here's the man himself who scored the try, Conroy, looking to break away, but the defense have him covered. The referee calling a penalty to Ireland, and they know they have to play quickly now. Sometimes the desperate stuff causes the teams to become reactive rather than proactive, and reactive not always as good. Ireland somehow rescue the ball back here. Still on their own 10-meter mark. They need to find someone who has a moment of magic. Conroy takes it in up to their 10-meter mark. And the referee calls, holding on, penalty to Argentina. Just over 2.5 minutes to play here in Cape Town in this first Cup semi-final. And Argentina, intense on defense, are in fact slowing it down here, calling for the scrum. Ireland would need to score 3 converted tries to level it up. And time, under 2 minutes now here in Cape Town. Not on their side. Time off for the moment, just for a couple of substitutions. These players are fit. Sun definitely having its effect in terms of attrition here. So a couple of substitutions there for Ireland, still trailing. But more importantly, Argentina have possession and they're shutting Ireland out. You can only score with the ball. And Argentina come away with it down this right-hand side up to Ireland's 10-meter mark. 1.5 minutes to play. Somehow it's a turnover ball for Ireland. And they've got to go quickly now to have any sort of remote chance. But you kind of feel time will not be doing them any favors as it's shifted down to this left-hand touchline. Ireland not finding any space, but still with the will to search for that space. They break away now. Nobody's going to stop him. It's a slip tackle there. It's all of 70 meters. And Ireland will need to score as quickly as possible. And then, of course, take the conversion as quickly as possible. But it's under 1 minute. It's 26 points to 12. And they're still trailing by those 2 converted tries to level it up. Argentina, one fields, have done just enough. But Ireland with a second score there under the posts. Is there anything left in the tank here? They've got to restart. They've got to get it back, and they've got to go and score. But time, most certainly not on their side. Ireland definitely have shown promise this weekend. As we mentioned, defeating the All Blacks in that quarterfinal. So on the up and up, but Argentina, of course, are the team who seem to be the most consistent. But as I say that, Ireland go in for another try. It's 26-17. It's all too late though. Time up on the clock here. Argentina will feature in the Cup final later on this evening, folks. And I'm sure the Los Pumas fans will be celebrating right up until then. They know they've got a real chance. But it's all over here in Cape Town at 26 points to 19. Argentina defeat Ireland and book their spot to challenge for gold in that Cup final later on this evening.